Who exactly is Frisk in the Horrortale universe? Not much is known about them. But thanks to the misconception of the Undertale universe that Frisk is a woo kawaii anime girl who wouldn't hurt a single fly, many believe that Frisk was just a scared kid entering the underground. But thanks to the following dialogue that I will now read to you, that Frisk did a neutral run. Frisk didn't have the will to kill Asgore when they battled. They didn't have the will to kill God Flowey either. But did they hesitate before finally choosing to spare him? Who knows? Frisk ultimately chose to leave the big players alone before they left the underground, but for some reason other monsters they fought along the way were killed randomly. We also know that Frisk wasn't a devoted pacifist, since we see some monster in the Horrortale universe before the core broke down still got wounds from their fight with Frisk. A notable example for this is Melaton and Undyne's resentment towards Frisk, which results into her calling Frisk a murderer and results into her staging a rebellion that overthrows the queen and banishes her once again in the ruins, while Undyne herself became the Empire or Queen of the Underground. Well, let's just hope that the one true King Status Baratheon comes and throws this usurper from his rightful throne. Oh, wrong franchise once again. This ending that I just mentioned is actually based around the neutral ending of Undertale, where when you kill some monster and didn't befriend Undyne and spared all the big guys, Undyne will start rebellion when Toriel returns as queen and overthrows her and takes her place as the Empire of the Underground. This can even happen when you don't kill a single monster but didn't befriend Undyne when you had the chance to do so. This was actually my first Undertale ending that I got, and I was so pissed about Undyne that I wanted to reset the world and just beat her to death with a bloody chair, similar to what Rika did to Satako. Anyways, let's return to Frisk. Since all of their expressions are emotionless, we can also assume that they are quite emotionless, since they aren't already a virtue of pacifism and already punched and beaten up every single person they came across and killed people randomly when they came across them. And when my theory is right about Frisk telling the children of his village of the adventures that they had underground, we can assume that this Frisk is a calculated, cold-hearted son of a bitch who only wants to see the world burn, since this Frisk didn't use his ability of determination, which we know they possess, since Flowey noted that Aliza's ability to reload the world is based around fear, while it was prior to her arrival based around determination, which was the soul that Frisk had. So since Frisk didn't experiment with the world even further and just did this neutral run, it didn't feel like saving the world or destroying it even further, we can assume that Frisk either didn't care or was like, why should I help them when they just attack me over and over again? So we have two possible scenarios of what exactly Frisk's motives would be. First one being self-defense, which is why they killed some monsters to gain some strength to defend them better against other stronger monsters, or this wasn't his first run in the underground and Frisk is a cold, calculating time manipulator who just wanted to see how much they could alter the timeline with a neutral run and their influence on the children of Mount Abbott. How much would their involvement in this historical event change the underground? Me personally, I do believe in the theory that Frisk just killed some monster to gain strength to self-defend against stronger monsters in the hope of not dying over and over again, since the battle system seemingly doesn't exist in the Horrortale universe. But what are your theories of why Frisk did the things that they did? Are they just an innocent uwu kawaii girl? Are they a virtue of neutrality that just wanted to survive in this harsh world where every single creature wanted them dead? Or are they a conniving, manipulated Time Lord who just wanted to see the world burn?